Continuing our coverage of the news out from USDA's Animal Plant and Health Inspection Service, which they announced last week that a New World screwworm was detected in one cow in southern Mexico. As a result, USDA moved to temporarily pause animal imports, including cattle from Mexico to the United States, over fears of screwworm infections.
The one infection that they found was a lot of 100 head that were moving north and were stopped at the checkpoint. There was one animal in that lot that was identified with screwworm infestation. They treated the entire lot of 100 head of animals and returned them to their farm of origin in southern Mexico. But that is the only case that they've identified so far. And so obviously they're in the neighborhood, going around to each of the farms with information, education, and inspections taking place in that area, in that region, to see if there's any additional cases that have taken place. And subsequent to that, we started releasing flies in that region so that if there were other cases there or those larvae hatch out and survive, that didn't get taken out and killed in the treatment process, we would be able to mitigate that exposure at that point. So right now, it's just the one situation in southern Mexico.
Screwworm infections were eradicated in the United States in the 1960s, but they remain prevalent in parts of Central and South America. Dr. Healy says the U.S. and Mexico are working hand in hand on the screwworm situation.
Mexico has put in a robust system. They got multiple checkpoints that protect their southern border that utilize to find this particular case. We're confident in their system and, again, working hand in hand with them to come up with a protocol to reestablish trade, as well as to work on that southern end of Mexico to try to establish a barrier down there and work to push the fly out of the country.
USDA estimates that the U.S. livestock industry benefits by more than $900 million a year as a result of the eradication of the screwworm. The Screwworm Eradication Program Agreement between the U.S. and Mexico was first signed in 1976 to ensure surveillance and eradication of indigenous screwworms in North America.